All right, guys, this is it. 1 month from now, we'll be electing a brand new congressperson for the 3rd congressional seat in Louisiana. 1 month from now, in November. Clay Higgins is the one that's in that seat right now, and he is a Republican, and he has some pro-gun views. We'll get more into that in a minute. I'll tell you guys what I did. There's 7 people running, and we'll go through their names in a second here. What I did is I took 10 questions of my own that were Second Amendment related. I have to honestly say that I'm one of those kind of guys that feels the Second Amendment is so strong because it enforces and protects so many of the other amendments in our Constitution, which is the law of the land, by the way, that I am in many cases, a one policy voter. Because typically you will find that people who are voting in my direction for the Second Amendment usually follow almost every other thing that I'm for and that I may vote for. But I feel like this is such a strong and big deal when you have the Second Amendment involved that's going to trump, that's going to carry so much more weight than anything else out there. And look, we're in the sportsman's paradise. We're in South Louisiana where this congressional district is. I'm not the only one that feels this way. This is a big time gun loving area. So while some of the candidates may not have thought my 10 number questionnaire was that important, and one even blew me off and never even responded, I think you guys will agree that this is a big topic for South Louisiana. I'm going to get right into this. Again, we have 7 candidates. They are Rob Anderson, who is a Democrat, Clay Higgins, who is the incumbent, he is a Republican, Verone Thomas, who is a Democrat, Aaron Andrus, who is a Libertarian, Josh Guillory, who is a Republican, Mimi Methvin, who is a Democrat, and Larry Rader, who is also a Democrat. Now, Larry, along with all of these other guys, Rob, Clay, Verone, Aaron, Josh, Mimi, and Larry, all received the exact amount of correspondence from me to them. I'm just saying this ahead of time for the sake of full disclosure. I sent out an email asking them for some correspondence back to me. I also, the ones that could not be reached, I not only followed up on their Facebook accounts, their campaign accounts, I should say. But the ones that still didn't respond after getting direct emails to their campaigns and Facebook messages directly to their campaigns, when they still didn't respond, I sought them out in many cases on pages where they were active. There was one particular candidate that's really active on a local Facebook page that covers political issues, and he was he was offended that I sought him out because he had ignored all my other responses. But guess what? He responded to me. So if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. We're the media. I'm not here to make anybody feel good about themselves any more than I expect compliments from anybody out there. And I'm not going to show favoritism to any of these guys. I don't know who's going to win, but I don't care who's going to win. They're all going to get treated the same. And I will say that Rob Anderson, Clay Higgins, Verone Thomas, Aaron Andrus, Josh Guillory, Mimi Methvin, they all responded to me eventually. Again, one of them took a little bit extra coaxing, but Larry Rader never responded to me. He never responded to emails. He never responded to Facebook messages. I couldn't find any posts that he was making online that I could go say, hey, Larry, I'm trying to reach you, buddy. Never a response. I know Larry's getting my messages. Larry is a Democrat, and Larry probably knows that there's no really good answers that he can give if he sticks to his guns, no pun intended, in the sportsman's paradise, which is South Louisiana. So he chose to ignore me. That's fine. Larry is going to find out what the importance of social media is, because at least you have your say when you respond. When you don't respond, I'm just going to assume based on what your platform is, what your position is on all of these answers. Because guess what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to answer for Larry on all of these questions that we give you today. So let's get right into it. I've got 10 questions. Again, all these were put together by our team, sent them out to these candidates. I told all of them, because we know how politicians speak. It's called politispeak. They don't like to answer the questions. Many times, all we really need is a simple yes or no answer. So what I did is I told these people, and I elaborated in my letter more than once, that I'm not looking for you to filibuster or to ad lib. I need a simple yes or no, and then you can add on to whatever you want, and you can just tell me all your feelings about that particular question. But I need a yes and I need a no before I get any elaboration on what you think on that topic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read each question and then I'm going to give you each one of them's answer. If anyone elaborated on that particular question, I am going to give you their elaboration and the rest of their spill. Some of them I wish they would have elaborated because their answers don't align with what their actual policy and beliefs are, at least what I've seen on their websites and their Facebook pages, according to where they stand on certain platforms. Let's get right into it. The first question that I gave to them was, do you support an individual's right to keep and bear arms as stated in the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution?